safe, it's cushiony, so you just ride right on it. Just go up. Yeah, this we're listening now to "Tears Are in Your Eyes."
This is a cover, actually.
The chorus is great in this. I like this chorus.
Where they sing together.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And the song just makes me really sad, honestly. His
Yeah.
might be my least favorite just because it makes me
upset.
sad.
No, yeah.
Well, it's true, and they're lulling you down because Cherry Chapstick's about to slap you next track.
Seriously, we all know
true.
what the heater is.
You're
on
just
this record.
sighing. You're just like.
We all know the Goliath is coming. the final boss.
You're just they're lulling you to that false sense of just. And then
they gotta bring it.
I mean, that's what
I was gonna say that it's the lowest from the beginning every day.
Right.
This is the next lowest.
Because we were talking earlier about how they did that with the intro to the album. The first couple songs are kind of at a low, and then Tony Orlando, let's save his house, and then
it's funny. Save the house. They're saving you from leaving their record. Song 4.
Oh, hold on, guys.
Slow.
let's save our record.
This song, very very emotional. It's very low key. It's very sweet. It's just chill. And like we said, it's because of the next song.
I felt kind of the same way as I did about Last Days of Disco. It was kind of like, all right, here we are at another like lull,
Yeah,
a low point.
Yeah, it's interesting too because like every day is sort of like foreboding and a little uncomfortable sounding.
Yeah,
with that
dramatic.
Like you are rolling through the fog and you don't know what's in front of you. But this is like same sort of feeling,
Safe.
but this is this is like
Sad.
yeah. Oh, it is sad, but yeah, safe.
Yeah.
That's why to me it was such a weird way to we're trying to get our groove starting a podcast, and here's just like this unsettling song in the background. You know what I mean?
It's like disorienting.
Kind of.
To be fair, we
Made it
didn't
more
know what we were
intense.
getting into.
Well,
You know when we started, when we were listening to Every Day, we were just like, what do we say?
we're very stuck in our heads and just lost, dude.
Even the loudest songs on this album are so quiet at the same time. You know what I mean? Even the catchiest ones are like what would be the loudest? I guess maybe
Sure,
Cherry
Chapstick.
Chapstick. But how loud is that song really?
Not really loud.
It's
pretty loud.
It can get at the end. It starts. When they have that guitar breakdown, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of noise happening.
I like that. Well, maybe I should talk about Cherry Chapstick when we're listening to it.
Oh no, pop
It's
that
okay.
in. Let's do it.
This song is
Sorry,
it's very
sorry.
simple. It's a pop song. You know it's gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
great. Let's get to this beast.
There it is.
But in this one, Cherry Chapstick, I like the not a guitar solo. It's more like
It's just
12-year-old smacking a
It's
guitar.
absolutely a guitar
Yeah.
solo. It is. It's just
But-
an amazing one.
It's off as fuck, and I like that.
Oh, it's so awesome.
It's just noisy as hell.
He's
It's
playing
wild.
that guitar.
It's
with
discordant.
so
The
much
great thing
feeling.
about-
It's discordant. Yeah.
It
One of
makes
the-
so much sense.
One of the best things about this track is just how you've got this great intro with these great chords.
That melody.
Yeah, but then
Oh.
then when you're ready for it, right when you're ready for it, just like Ira just goes insane with this crazy ass guitar noodling, and it's like
It takes the song from this it's a pop song at heart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
But then it just takes it to this other territory where it's like, yeah, you
Like-
like us? This is
You
the one
like-
song you know by us? Take this. Take the guitar. It's like, that's what we're really like.
I have to say that upon listening to the album and hearing this song, this is where I went, oh my god. that this melody just pops up in my
It's
head.
definitely the climax of the
Oh,
entire
yeah,
album.
absolutely.
Like here, this is it. This is the high point.
energy wise, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love how it's so aggressive and so driving, but so lazy.
It's a little shoegazy.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's got this warm fuzz to it. It's quiet,
it's a
loud.
fuzzy song. Yeah.
Quiet, loud.
The percussion is really awesome.
The funny thing is though, it's the first thing that comes to mind is that it's really shoegazy, but I couldn't really think of a band to compare it to.
Because it's
Yeah,
Yo La Tengo
because-
shoegaze.
yeah,
they do
because-
their own brand.
For one thing, the vocals are clear as day. So
Well, also the drums are kind of unique for this.
yeah. It's just that guitar, that consistently
Yeah.
warm, fuzzy guitar that just overtakes all the background. It's very shoegazy.
But then he takes that shoegaze and then he just like thrashes it about with all this weird.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, right here.
Just put the headphones on. Listen to the freaking shakers. They're just like.
I mean, he's a master musician, man.
He absolutely is.
He's been playing like, what, 30 years? Something.
By now, over 30 years.
Over 30. The band,
At the time of this, at least 25 years,
Yeah.
probably.
They formed in '84.
They formed in 84, so
yeah.
20-ish.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the same style as Sugar Cube from
Absolutely.
Heartbeat this one.
This is for the fans of Heartbeating. This is your treat.
Yeah.
You know, like.
So this song would be, better suited on that album, maybe.
Well, no. Well, and what's interesting is like this. What is it? Track 9. This comes up. Sugar Cube's like the 3rd track.
They give it to you on that record.
Yeah, exactly.
They give
This
it
is
They
to
give
you.
it to you.
It's all about earning it on this one for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes without saying that this is the second of my 3 favorite tracks on the
Yep.
album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're all gonna. I think we might all have this as our top 3.
Isn't it funny that the most aggressive song with the most going on is the favorite? It just stands out so much.
Yeah.
on the record.
Especially in a sea of melancholy. And,
Yeah.
It's almost like a bed set for this song.
yeah.
Wait, do you mean to say that this song is so good because the other ones are so chill?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like it's like cathartic release. Like,
You're just like, thank God.
Finally.
I'm not so sad.
Would you say it makes the album?
I do think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is what.
Not by itself.
Once you heard this, you were like,
Yeah.
This is amazing. Yeah.
this is the album. This is a dope album. Man, he's still going.
I know.
He's not done. He's not done yet.
He starts it at like 2 minutes. And it's like a 6
And he just keeps going through the whole through the
He's-
rest of it.
I've always thought of him as like anti-virtuoso guitar player, like
Well, he's
Steve Vai, or
Right,
like
right.
he is. But
I see what
he-
you're saying. Like,
but-
he's not worried about being technically correct.
He doesn't care. He just whatever he's feeling, he is just
plays it.
wailing his
I
guitar.
think that's what you meant earlier, right? In the way that you didn't mean like it's not a solo, but it's just it's not what you would think when you think solo. But there's so much emotion driven behind it; it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
There's a difference between someone that doesn't know how to play guitar doing this and someone who knows how to play guitar
Mhm.
doing this. It's
Sure.
a hard thing to do.
Like marry those two.
Beck
Yeah.
does that shit on Odelay a lot, and I
Oh
like it.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's an artist you could refer. If somebody
Oh.
likes Yo La Tengo.
Absolutely.
Oh, Beck, yeah.
Beck, yeah, for sure. He's got that one album I love, One Foot in the Grave.
Yeah.
Love it. So folky.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually found Yo La Tango through Beck. Like,
That's-
I was thinking, I would think it would be you find them
Yeah, I
through
was.
Beck.
That makes
I listened
sense.
to Beck and I was like, oh, okay, I'll check this band out.
Yeah. And I definitely heard Loser more than I heard.
anything.
Oh,
from
anything.
Beck.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, before I listened to this band, I always knew of them, but I just didn't
Yeah.
know why I knew of them. Like, I would see their
Because they've been around
shirts,
for 30
or
years.
hat.
That's why you know.
Exactly. Like, I'd go to a concert or something, and I'd just see someone wearing the shirt, and I'd be like, what is that?
Yeah, the name. And then you said it was kind of stupid. but
Yeah,
it does stick out.
Yeah.
Brief history on the name. It actually came from, they went to a baseball game. I forget which team it was. But, the Mets. They went to see it. And the New York Mets center fielder, he always collided with the Venezuelan shortstop. And the Venezuelan shortstop would always yell, Yo La Tengo, like, I got it. I got it. And the other guy didn't understand what he was saying. So he goes, what the hell's a yellow tango? So that's the origin of the name. We're on to the next song, From Black to Blue.
This is a great one.
I love that intro. It's just
The keys, the organ.
It's very Beatles.
It is.
Mhm.
It's very
It is.
60s psychedelic.
definitely
British as hell.
It's great though.
We're almost in the afterglow now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chapstick.
It's the tremolo.
Yeah.
It's the tremolo.
Like we're like I said, we're like this album has two things in spades: echo and tremolo.
so.
The crying of Lot G emphasized the echo.
So
This
this
one
is the
emphasizes
tremolo.
the tremolo.
It's funny, we've been pretty brisk with the first third of the album, but this
Yeah.
We
middle,
all
like
know.
you said,
Just glossed over. Yeah,
but we've been listening to these songs
Jam-packed.
kind of in
Yeah.
entirety a little bit.
It's a lot easier to talk about these songs too.
There's more going on.
This one-
there's an actual
From Black to Blue, particularly, is very psychedelic.
Yeah, it really is.
Like 60s.
That's the buzzword.
Like the rhythm and everything, and it's so soft, but so. Instead of vibraphone again, they really.
What can you say? It's a nice, warm song. It's like you're back in the womb.
It's a comforting thought.
From Black to Blue.
That's what that is.
That's a weird thought.
Yeah.
So you were
Here we go. That's
Yep,
60s.
that's right when you're lulling out of the song. They bring in that reverse reverb thing, and you're back in.
Oh, there's the
That's like
tremolo.
it's very Tomorrow Never Knows
Yeah,
or whatever. What was that? That was the name of the last song on Revolver, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow Never Knows.
You would know. He's a Beatles man.
Thumbs
This
up.
was
I
that
don't even
first.
know that much.
That was the first song that the Beatles came into their own psychedelic wise. Because after that was Sgt. Pepper, right?
Revolver, Sgt. Pepper. That sounds right.
It was
Not
it's either
no.
it was either
Rubber
no, it was,
Soul,
it, no, it was
Revolver. I think we're right.
Revolver was 66, and then Sgt. Pepper was 57.
Yeah. Yeah. Rubber Soul.
And then Magical Mystery Sgt. Pepper was in the same year.
This is
Yeah, it does.
This is Madeline, right?
They're big on
Yeah.
that.
We're listening to Madeline now.
Now we're talking about Madeline.
I guess, yeah,
Okay.
Madeline. Alright.
Enough of the John Lennon memes.
Nah.
This is actually my third
Yeah,
favorite.
I love this
Madeline?
song. I actually
This is a
really like
great
this song.
This, and, I've said it a million times. I don't know how many times I can say it. This song as well, a little shoegaze.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe it. It's just somehow this particular track is particularly lush. It's particularly comforting.
That synth or whatever, the organ.
It's those
either-
vibes, those chords. It's
That's that fuzzy bass just
Oh,
trucking.
that fuzzy bass really.
Also, reminiscent of Tortoise. It's probably why I love this song so much, because I
feel
love
like
Tortoise.
it's very spy.
It's a spy song.
Espionage.
Which one before did you say reminds you of Tortoise? Was it
It was
Saturday?
the opening of the Crying
Crying of
La
La
G.
G. It was a really jazzy song too.
Yeah.
This one, as well as Saturday, has that KR55 sounding drum
Mhm.
machine. It's really, really good. It's the moment you hear this, it's like you got through this whole album, and then all of a sudden, more KR55. The KR55 really is the tired hippo of drum machines.
Well
It just
said,
sounds like
brother.
a tired hippo. It just trudges along.
trudging.
It's like
But also going back to the spy thing, it's almost like you're trying to sneak out of this album alive.
Yeah, no, it's so true.
you're trying to sneak out of this album still happy.
You're just like, yeah, this is a great way to end it.
Yeah.
You're almost trying to avoid the 17-minute song that's next.
It's like,
You're trying to
okay.
sneak away.
This is total like video game music, but like puzzle video game music.
You gotta defuse the bomb. You gotta disarm the
Yeah.
bomb before time runs out.
I feel like it could be in an Ocean's
Oh,
movie.
Ocean's movie.
Yeah.
Definitely. David Holmes. David Holmes, yeah.
It's a sick little instrumental jam track, bro. It's like, it's just a sick jam.
It is a good jam. I think.
Yeah, dude.
I think that's what I really, really do like about this album is that they just keep playing, which I feel like bands don't do. They're just like, yeah, this is great riff, it's great like movement, whatever. I'm just gonna play it for 6 minutes.
This song is chill.
That's what it is.
It sounds
nostalgic.
It makes me feel calm.
Sounds like I'm watching James Bond in space.
Riding a hippo. Hippo's just like, man, I'm sick of this.
Spy hippo.
Man, I am one tired hippo.
This summer. 007 like you've never seen.
007, Tired Hippo.
Is a tired hippo.
No, it's all one word. 007, Tired Hippo.
Sean Connery.
Alright.
That sounds like Paul Blart. What's that actor's name?
Kevin
Kevin
James.
James.
Like
Paul Blart,
yeah. Where he's a spy.
God.
Kevin James looks like a tired hippo.
Oh no.
Wow.
His acting reminds me of a tired hippo.
We're in foreign waters, gentlemen. We're talking about Kevin James as a hippo.
How did we get from
Kevin James and Yo La
Kevin
Tango.
James?
That's just
We're delirious.
two sides of the
Yo
same
La
coin,
Kevo.
man.
You know what? This album is definitely not Kevin James' favorite album.
No.
I don't know. I don't want to judge the guy, but if you're doing a movie called Mall Cop or whatever,
You've sold your soul
What
a
does
long time
Kevin
ago.
James even listen to? He probably doesn't even like music.
Kevin James, if
Kevin
you're
James.
listening,
Please
check out
write
Yo La
us and
Tengo.
tell us what you listen to.
he lives in Delray on A1A.
We're gonna
Does
find
he
him.
really?
Shay's like, my friend delivers pizza to his
Shay's
house all
delivered
the
to
time.
Kevin- yeah,
all
really?
the time. Yeah, multiple times.
Is he nice?
Does he tip well?
He's got a really hot wife, apparently.
Yeah,
they
she's
tip-
like Japanese American.
they tip really well. Apparently, he's only seen him a couple
Tips her.
times. It's usually her who answers the door.
They came into BurgerFi once when I worked there.
You've seen Kevin James and
Yeah.
BurgerFi?
Yeah, there was enough room for him. He came in. Oh my god! Sorry, I don't know the way you said it. Yeah, I saw him. I saw all of them. He came in.
Here we go.
Well, I know we can
Alright.
keep talking about Kevin James. We have
Yeah,
time.
we have 17
We're
minutes.
This is the Kevin
We
James
have
of the
time.
album.
The
This
rest-
is the Kevin James of the album.
Oh man.
This is the 17-minute
Over
monster.
Just,
Night falls on Hoboken. It's in Jersey. In
yeah.
Hoboken.
Hoboken, New Jersey.
Isn't Kevin James from New Jersey?
So is Andrew.
Yeah.
Does it sound like home?
Yeah, this
Oh
is.
man.
What is Spoken? Is it very suburban or
City?
city?
Yeah, it's closer to like Jersey City. Very, it's like right on the water. It's a nice place, especially now they're sort of upscaling the whole area.
Wasn't the King of Queens set in Hoboken?
Might have been actually.
Don't bring it back to Kevin James.
Now it is. Now, whether or not, now it is.
Wait.
Kevin James looks
What's
like
the name of the
guy-
show?
King of Queens. You never
King of
watched
Queens.
King of
No,
Queens?
I know, but I'm just saying out loud.
The
Is it
King
in
of Queens. King of Queens.
No,
Yeah,
Oh,
it would
it's
be
set in New York.
Queens.
Queens, New York.
Yeah, probably. I
So-
never
Ah,
realized
come
that's what
on,
the name meant.
Oh, it's like a double
That's so
meaning,
funny.
man. Whoa. See, Kevin James is so deep sometimes.
Actually, if it was like the other way, I never thought of it that way. He's the King of Queens. That's kind of a
Queens.
weird, like.
Well, that's what I always thought it was some
Dominant
weird
name.
kind
Queen
of.
of, king of all the females.
Yeah.
It's a very misogynistic show.
Sorry to keep harping on this. This is a 17-minute song. I'm sure we'll talk about
We
it.
have plenty of time to talk about.
I feel like he's the kind of dude that listens to Pantera, like Hedry.
Oh,
James.
Yeah,
I can see
definitely.
I can
that
see that
actually.
too,
You can see it, right?
I'm getting more like Foreigner type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, there
maybe.
you go. That's definitely what
Like
Kevin James
he's
is.
like just finished with a set. And he's like, whoo! He's all sweaty. His wife's like, how is that? And he's like, what? I can't hear you. We got Pantera blasting.
I'll talk to you how great a drummer Neil Peart is. You know what I mean? He's that guy.
Peart.
That's what I see.
Pierre.
It's
But
like,
to
I could
him,
never-
that's like he knows about music. That's like, you know what I
oh,
mean?
dude's a
I
genius.
feel like, no, I feel like he's
You seen
more
how
of
big his
a,
drum set is?
just he puts on.
He has even as a gong, dude.
What were you saying, man?
I say he's the kind of guy who likes Foreigner, but only the one song. Like,
Yeah.
just puts on Queen radio.
Uh.
He loves Bohemian Rhapsody, but that's all he likes. I don't think that's the right Kevin James. That guy's career is based off people getting the wrong Kevin.
There he is.
If you haven't been listening to the album that day, you just put this on.
I have the record, and the
Oh.
side of the record is just the song, so
That
I
makes
just
sense.
play it.
That makes sense.
I won't even listen to the record. I'll just go. I want the mood,
Yeah.
without the hooks anywhere. Or just put that.
That is
on.
another great way of saying it, because I was gonna say that this song could be the album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? almost like a highlights. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously you don't cover everything. You don't get the
for sure. That's how I feel about it. It's like
It's
like easy mode for the album.
right,
I don't want to.
right.
I don't want songs. I just want the mood the whole time.
Because this fits. This song fits the whole mood of everything that's covered, and it also fits the cover of the album just immediately. Just
Yeah, you could-
that Night Falls on Hoboken. Now I'm thinking that's Hoboken. I know it's not, but
It's almost like this is the plot of a movie, and then this is just the cut music that you can just put anywhere in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like the credits for the album.
definitely.
Yeah, like the first half of this for the first half of this track is really sedentary, and like you hear that come in, and you're like, oh, there's Ira. But the funny thing is, like, that's when Ira comes in, and then the other half of it, it's like they're like sneaky about how they take everything away one by one. It's like you were thinking, okay, here's Ira. Oh, it's gonna get crazy because this is like an 18-minute track, so it's gonna get like big build up, right? And then it's just like, no, we're taking it all away. We're like taking. It's like if you've ever seen Shellac play live at the end of some of their more recent shows. The guy's playing the drums, and they stop, the guitarist and the bassist, they stop playing, but he's still playing the drums, right? So he's still playing the drums, and they're done playing, so they start taking his drum kit apart piece by piece, but he's still playing, so eventually he's left with just the snare, and he's just hitting the snare, and they finally take it away from him.
That's cool.
And that's how I feel about this track. It's like, all of a sudden it gets into it, and then they just like strip it down piece by piece.
This is where it really gets droney.
Does anybody want to say maybe like some worthwhile like notable mentions, favorites of the album?
Well, to reiterate, my three favorites were Tony Orlando, Cherry Chapstick, of course, and Madeline.
Madeline. Yeah, my top three were it's a little weird, but you know, these are my three favorites. Every Day, Cherry Chapstick, and Tired Hippo. Because that opening, man, just stays with me.
Good opening.
It's like I don't know, it just stayed with me. It was just so different. Just stuck with me. I was like, what was that back there? I want more of that. I want more of that with their servant at the beginning. Because it's slow, but at least it gives me this feeling.
I absolutely agree. Sometimes I put the record on to listen to Every Day, and I want that feeling to continue. And it
just breaks up.
Yeah, like nothing is as dark as that song on the whole record.
It's just it's like almost, you said it before, it's anxious.
It's just, yeah.
That and Tired Hippo, just because it's so jazzy and cool. And obviously Cherry Chapstick, because it's
Cherry
dope
Chapstick
as hell.
the climax of the album. Like I
climax of the
said,
album.
you can't not like that song. I gotta go with you, Zach. Those three songs: Tony Orlando, Cherry Chapstick, and Madeline.
Yeah.
It's just
Madeline's good.
Madeline is just it's nice. It's airy. It's a love song, and it is the love song.
Dreamy. What you, bro?
Effervescent.
I picked Cherry Chapstick and Madeline.
Go for it.
The recurring.
Those are the winners.
Yeah, those are certainly the winners. And I also picked Saturday as one of my top.
I like that one a lot.
It was very hard to pick because I feel very close to all of these songs.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to it on the way here to pick, and I just picked like, you knew
you were like,
Yeah.
this is.
I was like, this is a good one to pick. It's like picking fingers off my hand. I don't. It's hard to do. I can tell you what I like about each one and what it means.
It's tough for you. I
but
imagine it's a very personal album.
It is.
For you,
It is a very personal
you
album
Can't
for
really
me.
pick it apart.
What's weird is that I think my favorites are all next to each other, so probably You Can Have It All, The Crying of Lot G, and Tears Are in Your Eyes. Those are my favorites.
Those are really
Nice.
good. You did say that you were more drawn to the middle.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They are
That's
literally in the
the
absolute middle,
yeah.
the middle three songs.
That's his spot.
I just want to be in this band on this album. I just want to play all these.
You want to play all these songs live? That's a cool question. If you could cover a song, which one? Maybe like two.
Tony Orlando's House for sure.
That's a fun song.
That'd be
to play.
great.
I'd
That'd be
imagine.
fun to
Like
play.
a house party. That'd be a
Yeah.
great song. To
Yeah.
play.
Cherry Chapstick.
Cherry Chapstick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me guitars. Let me go to town and I follow the guitar god. Here.
The drums are so low key in every song that even when it is a real drum set, they're brush sticks. I just realized that.
Yeah. The
So-
only one that's not is Chapstick. I think.
It isn't Chapstick. That almost sounded like
She's playing playing
Like
like
a drum machine, though, to me.
I think it's the real drums. She's just playing
Yeah.
like really simple,
Mm-hmm.
like not the beat you would think for
Yeah.
the way that it drives.
If I would cover anything, I would cover Saturday or Tired Hippo.
Yes, Tired Hippo. I feel like I couldn't do Everyday justice. I just did that.
Yeah,
one.
no,
It's not a cover song.
Be such a weird song. You guys know Every Day by Yo La Tengo?
Yes. I'll be right back.
There's one person.
They never come back.
Come back up here.
The one dude who knows Yo La Tengo was like, that's what? That's the one you picked.
That's the one.
The one person who knows.
I
Yo
agree.
Tango's like, what about Sugar Cube? At least play You Can Have It All.
Okay, so what would you say about this album? Would you say? I mean, I'd recommend it to somebody.
Oh,
Definitely.
definitely.
I wouldn't so much. I like how you found it though. You were looking for sad music. It's not really a sad album.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Melancholy.
Maybe that's the distinction. Is it's not sad music to be sad. It's just very naturally
Yeah.
down. I
Mhm.
guess very natural.
I would recommend it to people who like hypnotic, drony stuff.
Absolutely.
That is a takeaway. I like how repetitive it is, but there is just enough like pop
Mm-hmm.
sheen on it.
To spice
to
it up a bit.
Yeah, to spice it up a little bit.
I would show. Sorry, go ahead.
I would only recommend it to certain people.
Yeah.
That's honestly, because I know that if I recommended it to just anybody, they'd put on Every Day and be like, no.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
Well, it's an album you gotta work for.
it's definitely, it usually would be something that I would recommend to other friends who would be into music, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be like,
Yeah.
Our circle.
honestly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna say I would show bits and pieces to people. Like I know if people like shoegaze, I wouldn't tell them to listen to the whole album just to get to Cherry Chapstick. I would just be like, hey, listen
Yeah,
here,
check
listen to
this
Cherry
out.
Chapstick.
There you go, kids. Stick that on your shoegaze playlist on Spotify.
There you go.
You heard it from us.
If I would recommend this to someone, I would recommend that. Like if anybody likes Seafeel, I would recommend this. Like
It's funny. I like seeing.
yeah, if you like Seafeel, I would recommend this. Like this reminds this and Keek, I think is or Keek, I think is how you pronounce it. Is they're both like similarly excellent bed albums. Like you put this on to go to bed, and it's a really good sedentary track.
I feel like it's also kind of like C feels like electronic music for people who don't like electronic music.
Pretty much, yeah.
So that's why it helped me get into electronic music.
Regarding ratings, though, believe it or not, Bitchfork actually didn't fuck it up. They gave this number. They called this number 37 out of the top 200 albums of 2000. That might actually still be low because it was pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Of all the albums, can you name 20 better albums from
2000 or the
2000?
2000s?
Wow.
2000.
Well,
Year 2000.
softball attempt.
No, but 20, like
I know, I couldn't name
35 better
20.
ones. 35 better ones. 36 better ones.
I mean, that's pretty good.
38.
It's still pretty good, though.
Yeah.
The
First
top
to be on the
200
list.
To be on the
Who
list of
cares
top
about-
100.
You know, who cares about Pitchfork's opinion? Sure, but hey, they did it. You know, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Well, that about wraps things up.
I think so.
That's a Yo La
Cool.
Tengo, and then Nothing Turns Itself Inside Out. Check it out. See ya.
See ya.
As they say in the old land. Mahalo, my dudes.
And I was gonna